Alrighty, hello every folks, and good morning. Welcome to a quick announcement for something that I think a lot of y'all would potentially be interested in, and that is going to be a design contest for Together in Battle. And before you say it, no, you actually don't need a copy of the game in order to do this. You can actually participate in this contest by simply going to the free demo version, which will be included in the link in the description. Okay, so first things first, if you didn't see any of the reviews or whatever else that I've been doing for this one, and also we'll probably be doing some more streams pretty soon here, since hopefully the schedule will be clearing up a little bit. Together in Battle is an interesting thing where basically they combine together a lot of immersive sim elements alongside a strategy RPG, and essentially put it into a sort of, I guess you could say, very organic sandbox. Essentially, the crux of this game is similar to many other SRPGs. However, everything carries through between battles. Stuff from injuries to deaths to whatever else. And additionally, the backgrounds of every one of your characters, whether they be custom or the random ones that you can go and roll within game, are all going to interact with the world based entirely off of their character sheet, more or less. For example, if somebody's got a background in knowing how to go and repair things, they might just work on everybody's equipment in the background, but somebody that's a singer might potentially try to improve morale by putting on a show. A chef goes and cooks for everybody, but at the same time, somebody that might have a vindictive personality might end up starting a beef with someone in the background and opening up side quests that turn into assassination missions. The general idea is that every character has a ton of personality to them, and they will just continue to interact with the world as you carry along. Additionally, this does carry over into one of my favorite features in anything, in which even characters that potentially might have left or that might have switched to other kind of gladiatorial teams as this game goes, that doesn't mean they're gone. They might potentially be back later, and that's, again, just one of those many things that this game does really interestingly. It basically is like the biggest love letter to generics and custom characters you will ever see, but the way that everything just dynamically evolves is super, super fun. I really love this game for that reason. But, anyways, with that said, a few things. First of all, just to kind of mention this briefly, there was an update recently that added a lot of customization options, and this does include one of the requested ones here, which was basically Final Fantasy Tactics mode. Namely, where do I have... Here we go, we can just go do Delete for this. Where, yeah, you can smudge off anybody's nose if you want. It doesn't quite look natural, but it's close enough. It's funny because they actually added Voldemort nose and cat nose to this as well. But either way, just kind of funny there. So yeah, they added a lot of new customization options, from new stuff to slap on people's faces, new accessories. If you wanted to take, Resident Evil 4 Leon and change him into Resident Evil 4 Remake Leon with the cat ears. Basically, you got a lot of new customization type stuff in there. So yeah, it's good stuff. Also, wait, did I have this guy in here twice? I wonder how I did that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving right along here, though. So as far as all that stuff goes, that's all well and neat. As far as the bug fixes from the last mod, that thing is not a short list. Like, good lord, they tweaked a lot with the last update. He wasn't kidding that it was a pretty significant one. Any darn ways, so let's go ahead and talk about the campaign contest that's coming up here. So despite the sort of grandiose sounding name, it's not actually like a massive campaign that you're expected to put together. And this is actually fully doable with the tools that are available in the free demo, which frankly you should go check out anyway just to get an idea of what this game is about, because it's pretty freaking awesome. But here's the general gist. When you go to the campaign, you got a fairly easy to use thing here. Pretty much every scene that you have, whatever scene they happen to be, will be something like this, where it's basically like a background, some text over it, and then different text options, different character options, that sort of thing. This is all fairly self-explanatory. It explains itself as you carry along, and you can adjust everything as you see fit. Again, if you're not really clear on how anything works, it does seem to come with its own documentation. It does explain all of this stuff briefly in here, but then additionally it does offer a lot of documentation with the game itself, so you can easily find all that stuff there. If you need to get super ultra nitty gritty with it, I know that there was at the very least some design document I saw for Telepath Tactics, which is basically the same engine and everything else. It's the one that came right before this, and I believe it used the exact same system. So I'd assume a lot of the stuff that people cobbled together for that one probably also works here. Anyway, here are the rules. So first of all, the theme for this thing is secret. Now, I know what I personally was putting together for this one. It's a stupid concept, but I felt like going for it anyway. Um, but uh, but yeah, no. As far as your own, yeah, just come up with something secretive. Someone says secret. What is that? What is exactly the thing for you there? Anyways, the deadline for a submission is going to be October 16th, 2025. So this is, as of right now, somewhere to the tune of a month and 19 days away. So yeah, there's plenty of time to put this together because well, there's basically 7 rules to this whole thing. So before we actually get into the rules, here's one bit that's potentially also going to mercenary some people into this whole thing. Prizes are $100 for winning first place. Second place is $50, and regardless of any placement, any campaigns that are submitted will be played through by the creator. All right. So here's the rules. So the campaign must be playable within Together in Battle, so no custom engines, SRPG Studio, ROM hacks, etc. You can use Together in Battle's free demo to make it. The campaign must be mini. It must consist of no more than 2 to 3 battles and no more than 5 scenes total. The campaign should tell a complete, self-contained story, no cliffhangers, and no to be continued. The campaign must relate to the contest theme in some way. Exactly how it relates is up to you, but making the campaign story center around the theme in some way is a pretty safe bet. The campaign must be uploaded to the Steam Workshop for Together in Battle by the contest deadline. You can easily do this at the press of a button in the campaign creation suite. You must also email me your submission by the contest deadline. The campaign, well, not me. Don't email me. I don't want your emails for this. Email Craig Stern. I'll include that in the description here. Your campaign must be your own original work. You may use any assets which come with Together in Battle, custom assets you created yourself, or assets in the public domain, including those with a CCO license. For any assets you use, you must use appropriate license, aka no AI bullshit, guys. So yeah, that's about that. So let's see. Looks like that should be the rules there. I don't know if anything else might be changing. Let me go ahead and double check this real quick. Here, let's see. Oh, actually, also, if you, it looks like, yeah, even in the announcement for this whole thing, there's a video guide that somebody put together for putting together your own campaigns. So, yeah, there you go. Including, it looks like having a little bit of a standoff inside of a building while there's a bunch of stuff fighting through their barricades. That's kind of neat. So that will be about that. Yeah, go ahead and give this campaign editor dealy thing a bit of a shot. Looks like it should be a good bit of fun. I know personally, like when somebody said secret theme, the first thing that came to mind, and the one that I'm going with, is like the very first Zelda game. It's just the first thing that came to mind was just like fighting through those secret rooms. It's stupid, but I just heard that. I'm like, I have to. I don't know how I'm gonna tie this together exactly, but whatever. I just kind of wanted to go for the first idea that came to mind. Anyway, so come up with your own interesting stuff. And yeah, that'll be about that. So you have yourselves a good one. Take care. Give this a little bit of a shot. Again, see links in description for how to find things. Go try this demo. Try this game. This game is freaking fantastic. And yeah, go join in on this contest, don't you? All right. Have yourselves a good one. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Y'all take care.